This right here has been the source of many, many arguments. And if you're in the world of opiates, heroin, painkillers, you know what I'm holding up right now. This is Suboxone, whatever. I've been taking this for, I'd say, 3 or 4 years. And I see a lot of arguments. I've heard a lot of arguments. I've been a part of those arguments. In fact, I was one of the ones that always said, if you're taking it, you're just not clean, period. My first time I got clean, no alcohol. Like when I say I get clean, I don't, no alcohol, no weed, no, like I said, no drinking, no going out to bars, nothing at all. And I was always so focused on, how many days I have clean. I have, 113.5, or, I wouldn't say 0.5, but catch my drift. I would know like 1 year and 9 months or whatever. I was very focused on that. I was very proud of it. So when I did relapse the first time after little after 3 years, I kept telling everybody I was clean, and I think people knew, because instead of telling everybody my days, I stopped saying it. Not to mention I was wearing long sleeve shirts in 90 degrees because I had track marks. Why should you even? And if you're in the world of using, and this comes up and people tell you don't use it because you'll get addicted to it, and you're just not clean. Don't worry about that. Just don't worry about what other people think and what other people have to say. Your recovery and you cleaning up your life is for you, not for what other people think and what they have to tell you what to do. It's for you, and you know what's good for you and what's good for your life, what's going to work for you. Because I have been through the completely clean, no, I've been on methadone, I've been on Suboxone, I've been completely clean, like nothing. And I'm not saying take Suboxone for the rest of your life. In fact, I'm actually trying to lean myself off it, and I've gotten down quite a bit. But the time I got off of methadone, I went too fast. That was rough. But there's something. I went to a rehab in Utica, New York, and I actually hold the record for one of the longest patients that have stayed at that rehab. I was homeless when I got there. I had no place to go. When I say homeless, I mean literally nowhere to go. I know a lot of people say homeless and then they have somewhere to go. It's like, no, like homeless. And I didn't want to leave because I was so terrified of going back. And there was a doctor there, and I can remember his face. This dude was so loaded with money, and I always wondered why he was there, because he was an anesthesiologist for a living. I just know that he was making about $1 million a year or something crazy. This was back in 2012 or so. And that place was connected to one of the first insane asylums in the country. The place was huge. And not only was the place huge, but it was old and it was creepy. It had shackles on the walls. My great great or great great grandpa went there for alcoholism. Because back then, if you were an alcoholic, you went to insane asylums. So one of my grandpa was actually there. It's kind of weird to, and it's attached to the building. So you're not inside the insane asylum. You're just at a building that's attached to it. So anyway, I'll throw up a picture on here what it looks like. It looks like something straight out of a movie. In fact, I was there for so long that I became friends with the staff, and they showed me the tunnels, like the tunnels that led into the insane asylum, and they were blocked off because of all the asbestos. So I became pretty good friends with people that worked there because I was there for 90 something days, maybe over 100. I don't remember. I just know I was there for over 3 months. And it's a 30-day, strictly 30-day. If you're there for 70 days, you've been there way, 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 way too long. And I was there for way over that. So I crushed the record, put it that way. And I was so scared of leaving. And this doctor we used to talk to said something that I'll never forget what he said. Because I always questioned on whether I should take Suboxone or something else to help get off heroin. And this guy was asking because of his daughter, I guess. And he said he didn't want his daughter on it. And the guy said, I'll tell you something that I always tell parents anytime they ask whether they should put their kids on that or not. He said he was talking to a dad, and he was asking whether he should have his daughter on it, and he didn't want her substituting one thing for another. And his response was, so what is your daughter doing now? And he said, is she working? And he said, yes. Is she, I guess she was already on it. She said, so is your daughter working? Yes. Is she lying and cheating, stealing? No. Is she going out and stealing things from you and asking you, begging you for money? No. Okay, then why take her off it? Right? It's great. I mean, that's the best argument I've ever heard. Like, she's changed her life. She's not lying, cheating, stealing, shooting up anymore. She's not getting drugs from some random dude who knows what's in there. Because Lord knows if you're in the addict community that we've seen a lot of fucking friends die from shitty stuff, or too powerful, or mixed with too much of something because someone got too greedy. And he makes a great argument. She's working. I'm working. I haven't touched anything for what, 4 years now? I don't even know. It's been that long. I don't count my days. I just live life. Do I think about shooting up and all that kind of stuff? No. Never. I'm dead serious. Honest to God. I don't think about getting high. I don't care. I don't tell people about it. In fact, most people at my work, I'd say all of them, don't even know I'm an addict. Was. Because I don't talk about it. I don't have to. Why make that your entire life? Like, that took a lot of time away from me. And I don't want to ever talk about it again. I don't want it to, like, I've done that whole counseling thing. I've sat in groups. I've gone to NA. I've gone to AA. I've done all of that. And in my eyes, making it part of my life, I felt like eventually I was going to relapse. Because that's all I could ever think about. That's all we talked about. That's all, it was like, I want to move on. I don't want this to be a part of my life anymore. This shit ruined my fucking life. And you're telling me I need to keep talking about it? No. Like, how about if you end up meeting someone, or let's say a friend says, "Oh, my daughter has, or my niece has trouble with that stuff. Can you talk to her?" Yeah, I'll talk to him. Sure, why not? But like going to a room and talking about it over and over and over again, it's like it just gets to me, and that's like I don't want to make it a part of my life. And no offense to the people in the community, but I don't want to date someone that's done the same stuff that I have. In fact, even my wife at the time when I was using had never smoked weed, nothing. Nothing at all, straight laced. I'm sitting there shooting up. It was weird. But because I know those people have done some crazy shit. And I don't want I want nothing to do with that. I don't want like a um maybe she's gonna end up relapsing. All of a sudden all these scumbags are gonna come around and trying to get me high, and it's like, no, I'm not getting into that mess. I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to think about it. I don't want nothing. I just want to move on with my life. I want to worry about insurance. I want to worry about my loans that I'm paying off. I want to worry about work, normal shit. And that's what I do. So I know some people might roll their eyes because if I go on tangents and I go off in left and right field, but at the end of the day, are you lying? No. Or lying, cheating, stealing? Are you putting a needle in your arm? Are you working? Are you trying to work? Are you taking care of things? Yes. So why get off it? It took me what, 3-4 years until I said, you know what, I think it's time. So I have a great job. I've had my own place for the last 4 years. I live alone. I pay all my bills. I play video games. My life is normal because of this. So, to the people that say I'm truly not clean, okay. Enjoy living at home and then relapsing in a couple months. Good job. While I'll be sitting here working, paying off my rent. So, I hope you don't, but I've been there. And I know it is very hard to quit absolutely everything and just move on with life. I'm not saying it's impossible. A lot of you have probably done it. But I'm just saying, if I can take a crutch, fucking A, I will. To help me get my old life back. Or at least a new life. Whatever. Whatever cool quote you want to use. I don't give a shit. I don't, And I got rid of social media. I've been going on 4 days now with no social media. And I feel amazing. Feels like back in 2007. Anyway, so if you have any questions, if you want to talk about this stuff, then let me know. I'll make another video responding to comments. How about that, bitch? Yeah.